Hi there and welcome to Apple World. I swear each and every time that we feel that Wendy Williams' ex-Kevin Tracker could never go any lower. It's like he makes a special effort to demonstrate that he can, to be sure, go lower. And assuming that he continues going any lower, he will find oil for the individuals who don't realize Kevin has been in that frame of mind with Wendy for over 2 years now, since he maintains that her should continue to pay him support. When they got separated from back in 2019, they had a provision arrangement that aid that she needed to pay him a specific measure of cash consistently. Anyway, there was a trick under the conditions of the understanding she possibly needed to pay him that cash in the event that she was as yet utilized on the Wendy Williams Show. Assuming she left the show, she was not generally legitimately committed to pay him a fragrance. Kevin consented to this arrangement, yet he most likely expected that it wouldn't make any difference since Wendy would have been on the Wendy Show for quite a while, which was tragically for him. Wendy was given up from the show because of her chronic frailty under the arrangement. Wendy before long quit paying Kevin's provision, which before long sent him into monetary destruction for reasons unknown. He and his boo thing, Chyna Hudson, were totally subject to Wendy's divorce settlement to subsidize their way of life on the grounds that neither one of them was utilized, and they didn't set aside or put away the cash they were getting from Wendy either. So when she halted the installments, they quickly went belly up. At first, Kevin attempted to threaten her into paying him, saying that she owed him the cash and he was qualified for it. Yakety yak, when that didn't work, he continued forever about how he was destitute and required cash and how life was hard for him. Yakety yak, he said, I have fallen behind on the vast majority of my bills. I'm behind on MasterCard installments since I have no cash. Since the severance installments were suspended, my life has been enormously impacted since the offended party quit settling on installments under our repayment arrangement. The way that I can't support my life and cover my bills altogether is very dire to me. I can't take care of my bills and support my everyday residing, except that didn't work. And the following thing he did was sue her to attempt to inspire her to pay him. Yet the appointed authority just chuckled him out of the court. Yet Kevin hasn't quit battling for what he accepts to be his cash, despite the fact that he marked the desk work that she no longer needed to pay him on the off chance that she wasn't working, so why in the world is he over here? Actually, crying great things took a turn for him when Wendy's watchman sued him around 14 days prior, guaranteeing that he owed Wendy more than $100,000 in overpaid support in light of the fact that Kevin couldn't keep his mouth shut about him being old cash. Wendy's group needed to go over their financials to ensure that they took care of all closures, and that is the point at which they found that they had truly overpaid Kevin by 2 months. Wendy quit working in October 2021, and as per Kevin himself, the installment halted in January 2022, so that is around 2 to 90 days of overpaid provision that Wendy's watchman is currently attempting to get back. And they are taking Kevin out of court to recuperate their cash, thinking about the fact that Kevin is bankrupt AF presently all around. How about we simply say that Kevin is going to be in some horrendous circumstance, and to no one's surprise, he isn't taking this well by any means, and he is currently blaming Wendy for being conditioned by individuals around her, including Blac Chyna, and demanding that no good thing emerge from the narrative that Wendy, as of late, has made every one of you hopeless. And ladies on my page will be extremely distraught yet for the shrewd individuals, for the brilliant individuals who comprehend the predicament of I'm doing whatever it takes not to play casualty again. I take full responsibility. A ton of you all actually don't have any idea what's happening. You actually won't have the foggiest idea about what's happening, and according to the narrative that you just saw, which was anything, I knew nothing about it. You actually don't have the foggiest idea about what's happening, and think about the thing, there was no good thing that emerged from that, so I don't have the foggiest idea. What was it shown for every one of the individuals that were involved, the VIPs? Half of them were associated with empowering her, so Blac Chyna. You want to go plunk down before I air you out and tell you to let individuals in on what you truly did. There's a ton, yet I haven't arrived for that. Listen, you hopeless ladies. If it's not too much trouble, remain off my page. Stay off my page. Appeal to God for individuals that are involved in the petition. God for my ex petition. God for Wendy Williams HTR. Appeal to God for Wendy Williams. Supplicate that for the family. Appeal to God for everyone that is involved. And anything I'm around here doing, and anything that individuals believe I'm doing, consider the possibility that I don't go around here and do it who the is going what we going to do. To let everyone anything. The presentation is whoever's in control, they obvio. Sly couldn't care less. So, I've been disapproving of my business. I've been doing how I got to make these declarations that I'm going to make to show that I am buckling down. I will continue to work. My inheritance isn't over anything that I need to accomplish for the inheritance that actually incorporates my whole family is still not over. My child is looking. My little girl's looking. My woman is looking. Everyone's looking now. So as of now, you know whether you couldn't care less. Assuming, you actually made up for lost time with that ometry or that report about anything, you don't actually see what's happening here. The genuine situation. Then okay. Yet satisfy. I'm requesting that you kindly cease your remarks. Please refrain from my remarks. Go find something useful to do. Go get a man. Go get some. Go do anything you really want to do. If it's not too much trouble, quit worrying about Kelvin Kid. It's giving you unpleasant energy since, for heaven's sake, is he so annoyed by it? Fans accept that he's harsh in light of the fact that he needed to be in the narrative yet wasn't permitted to, and truly, that is low-key the sort of energy that I'm arriving at too. In addition to the way that he hauled Blac Chyna explicitly is fascinating in light of the fact that in addition to the fact that Chyna is really near Wendy in the narrative, she and Wendy discussed Kevin a piece, when Wendy appeared to wrongly accept that she was as yet hitched to Kevin cause, in any event, when I was going through my haziest conditions, such as you never utilize that against me. You understand what I mean. And that is the way you realize that the adoration is like certified, and it's continuously going to be there. You know? And I'm going forever be hanging around for you like directly up. You can call my telephone at whatever point. I'm so serious, and I believe I will be to and fro from New York, so I'm be coming to see you all the more. Yet my genuine name is Wendy Tracker. That's right. And I'm separated from, yes, he has no cash. Definitely assuming that you're asking why Kevin is so pungent about this. It's that reports detested that he was serene attempting to get back with Wendy after he went belly up in light of the fact that he needed her cash. He had gotten unloaded by Chyna. He was down and out, needed to offer off his home to pay a piece of his obligation. Monitors was frantic, and supposedly he was at that point breaking through to Wendy and was going to win her back when Visuals got in her ear about him, and the compromise never happened. Purportedly, Blac Chyna was one of such individuals, and that is the reason Kevin is so terrible. Fans hammer him to foulness for attempting to be muddled, and they said, "You ought not be talking, you deceived the one who cherished you to you who set up for life. You ought to have regretted how it treated Wendy, not the very Kevin that had a child on that woman while still wedded to her and purchased a permanent spot for his companion. And for what reason is he coming at Angela? Doesn't he have different issues to stress over, like returning the excessive charge that he got from Wendy Kid? Kevin. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.